Hi and welcome back. This is my third video and I wanted to talk today about photography, what I do for actually shooting the products, and then delve into a little bit of what I do with my camera. I have a Nikon D5600. It is an SLR. I prefer it. I know that others have used the like their cameras on their phones and different they have their own techniques for doing things. I prefer using a 35mm film camera, or it's actually not film but digital film camera. This is just your standard buy it at Home Depot type of lighting system. I do have it hooked up onto a microphone stand. I picked that up at a garage sale really cheap. I have another one right here, another microphone stand, and I have another microphone stand here. These are just your standard screw-in light bulbs with they're fluorescent bulbs, and they're set to 5,000 degrees Kelvin, which is the lighting that I wanted. So it's a daylight lighting. I picked this up about a year ago. This is an LED lighting setup, and I got that at Walmart. That thing only cost me about $15. I just have it suspended on a metal rod that kind of runs onto a piece of wood over there. And then over here, I just have it set up on a light stand. My table is some fold-out tables. And then the background is just simply a pull-down cover for a window. It's the largest that I could find. And I just kind of mounted it up on the wall and draped it down as far as it would go onto the table. Then I kind of taped it down so that it doesn't move around a bit. So with regard to how I shoot my pictures, I will actually set things right here in the center, and then I have my 35mm set up so that it knows the lighting, and it has it set up so that it takes the white and gives me the correct image. So currently my camera is set up with a 160 f8 and the ISO on it is 640. The white balance is set to the table and the lighting that we're in, and then I turn it up just a little bit to brighten it up so that when I take my picture that I actually get a good picture on it. I'll show you here. And that's kind of what it looks like. I love this camera because what I'm able to do is when I'm done, I just get in, pop this out, pop it right into my computer, and I now have all of my images in there. What I'm going to show you here is I've got a Nintendo Game Boy, and I'm just going to demonstrate how it is that I shoot this. So first I just set it in the best lighting situation for the object. Try to wipe off anything that's on the table here, and I will shoot it at a slight angle. So now I'm shooting it at an angle to the item, and I always like to do it that way. So this is what it looks like. Then I'll shoot it straight on, which would be that. I'll flip it over. Shoot the backside. This is another straight on backside. And then with something like this, I'm going to power it on. If I can remember how to power it on. And we can see that it doesn't work. But what I will do is I will tilt it so that I don't get a reflection off of it. Kind of zoom in on it and take the picture. And what it does is it demonstrates that it's not working. And then any damage I'm also going to shoot. I also shoot down into the center there so that the buyer has full 360-degree view of this item. You can see every single detail possible. So I just took a picture of that. And then I would go through and remove all these batteries. empty the bug out of it. That's what you get when you buy things at a garage sale. And then photograph the interior of that so that people can see that. And that would be about it on this particular item. The next item up will be the Star Wars fighter. So with something like this, I tend to kind of tilt it so that it kind of gets as much light on the surface of that as possible. But once again, I shoot it at an angle. And then I would turn it straight on, shoot it, and spin it around, shoot it straight on again, tilt it. I'm going to get as much of this as we can. I'm going to shoot it from the side, especially from the side, because I don't know if this is a distortion from the actual model or if it's something that happened afterwards, but I definitely want people to be able to see that. Spin it around to the other side. And then what's kind of cool about this is that it actually opens up. And you can put a little character in there. So I will take a picture of the cockpit. And then you get that. Now sometimes you'll buy items that'll have stickers on this. This has got a clearance sticker on it, obviously in retail arbitrage. And then this is a Goodwill item, and it comes with these little stickers. These are kind of a pain to get off. I just use my fingernail. I know that there are some tools to do this, but a lot of the time you can clear a lot of this off by just scraping at the edges a little bit and get it to peel up. I'll then use my trusty rubbing alcohol and just a paper towel, and then I will wipe that area down and try and get it as as much of the residue off as I can possibly get. These are the same thing. They kind of, see, this one here just kind of peeled right off, so that was easy peasy. But the Goodwill ones are a pain. The same thing will happen with garage sales. You'll get those little teeny tiny round stickers, and sometimes they just stick like crazy, and you gotta mess with getting all that stuff off. And I try to clear off as much of the sticker as I can possibly get off on any and all items. See, I actually got that one pretty good. It does leave a few little marks on the outside. I just call that shelf wear, and I disclose that in my listings. But yeah, it actually cleaned up pretty good. You need to use just a little bit of the rubbing alcohol. Get that on there. It'll be completely gone. I can feel it's going away. There we are. We're all good to go now. So while we're out here, I wanted to go ahead and show you like the whole space. So this is where I do my photography, and then I will actually store a lot of my stuff right here, stuff that's still waiting to be listed. And then over here, I just have all of my extra boxes that I don't keep in the house in my office. So that's all there is. I hope that you enjoyed that video, and check out the next one. I will have another one coming soon with some stuff that I purchased from the Cincinnati Picker. I had did an auction with him, and I bought a bunch of jewelry, and I do want to go through that and post a video on that. So I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.